Hi, very good morning to you. Welcome to Abdominal Conditioning with me, Rob. Welcome to this morning's session. Okay, grab yourself a drink of water, close the doors, and put on some tunes for you. Now, apologies, a few sound system issues here today. So we're going to work it as we are today, but the quality will improve over the next 2 days. I've got a few new systems that will hopefully make things work for you. So, this is Abdominal Conditioning. Okay, this is about trying to get not only the flexion of our body working well, but the extension as well. So we're going to work really hard today. Right, find yourself a space, just have a few minutes to log in a few more people coming in. Nice. Okay, let's find a space. Check around one way, check around the other. Make sure you're not going to put your hands in anything. Just check above your head as well. Make sure you're not putting your hands in any light fittings as well. Okay, so from here, we're going to work with our feet underneath our sitting bones. From there, have a quick look down at your feet. Your big toes slightly turned in, your second toes should be nice and parallel to each other here. As you retract up through your shoulder blades, so when you feel yourself pull up from underneath, okay? So you're going to feel your glutes pull up nice and tight. You're going to purse your bottom, okay? So clench up nice and tight from underneath and feel your shoulder blades retract back into position here. Now, if you're finding that difficult, check your feet again, get your feet in the sitting bones. Not shoulder width apart, under sitting bones here. We're going to work quite well in this position here today. Take your hands down by your side. Anatomically, you want your thumbs facing forwards and your fingers webbed out nice and wide. We've got our hands down by our side, and we're going to work on our marching feet. So we're going to bounce up onto our tiptoes, and we're going to roll over the knuckles of our feet. Now, the idea behind this is we're trying to get our body reset, yeah? We're trying to get ourselves nice and linear. All the vectors of our body are working in the directions that they're supposed to be working. So keep working through here. I know this is ankle movement, and I know you're here for an abdominal class, but if we don't get this right, the pelvis can't be right. If the pelvis isn't right, then the shoulders can't be right. And then everything in between can be right, yeah? Does that make sense? So if your feet are out here, and that's how you normally stand, we need to get you back into here. Okay, so retract your shoulder blades, bring your shoulders back into position, set your elbows back to where they need to be. From here, we're going to raise our left knee up nice and high, slowly control back in again. Now, as you're doing this, pick up the key points we've done so far, yeah? Your feet are facing forwards, the balance is through the thigh, the pelvis is driven forward, we pass through underneath, and we're flexing up nice and high. Your shoulders are pulled back and your chest is pronounced. If you're wearing a badge up on your t-shirt, it's pointing up slightly towards the ceiling. You want to feel your elbows are back into plane, your shoulders are back through position. You want to be able to hold and clench through here. Now, if you get this right, you should be able to now extend through your leg behind you here. So we're now through plane and back through to extension. And this is essential because anatomically, it's how you're designed to run. Yeah, and how we're designed to move. If you're in your Western world stance, keep going on that left leg. If you're in your Western world stance, you're going to be here. It's all over the shop, yeah? Here, flexion, working nice and strong. Now, when you start feeling that you can kick back through your move and up through your start to run. Now, you will find, keep going, you'll find you'll go off balance. And I guarantee it's because that standing foot has done something cheeky. And keep it working here. Posture balance, kick up and through. You can lean forward, more into athletic stance, or you can keep your chest up. You might find, Rob, this is way too large for me, I'm going to hold the wall. That's good as well, yeah? You work through to the point of falling over, yeah? So, you get even further through your move each time. When you feel the oscillation, you know that your glutes need some strengthening, okay? And that's what we do in our training classes. Build up the strength of the major and minor glutes. Can you kick through to here? Can you keep that? If you're struggling with it, it's all good. Yeah? Work up through high knee flexion. Work up through your pelvis being in alignment. This standing leg by now should be really kicking in hard to you. Yeah? The outside of the hip, that glute medius, working really tough to keep your balance and strong. Nice. 2 more here, please. 1 more here. and shake it out. Okay, straight away we work through our hip flexors, our iliacus soleus major group here. Yeah, they're designed to pull up the thigh. What's the important of that? Well, these are the lower abdominal group muscles. This is what we need to work, okay? So, we're going to change leg. So all the way through this training class, guys, a lot of science into what we're doing, but knowledge is power, yeah? But it's not really. I can give you all the knowledge in the world, but the power to you is you then applying it, yeah? And challenging your body. And if at this stage you're finding this foot wants to be out here, you've got some practice to do here on your stance. Because if this doesn't work properly, you're going to be all over the shop. Keep going with that raise. You're looking good. You're through. You're driving through. Whatever the level you're at, hugging the wall, using your chair, holding onto a teammate for dear life, you're working. Yeah, we're through here. Now, it's easy to do this, yeah? You can do that all day long. But full-on elongation and movement is tough. We do an awful lot of this in all of the classes where we're looking at the range of your body and how it can work. Yeah, so wherever you are, keep going. Now, with this back leg, we want to point the toe behind us. We're going to plant a flex, we're going to point it behind, and we're going to drag up back into posture here. Now, how far you can kick back on the leg and how far you can flex up high on the knee is going to proportionately affect how your abdominals work. Keep going. This should be screaming at you now, yeah? And the balance should be really having to work hard to keep you going. Every single muscle in your body is working. Keep going, push. Yeah? Every muscle. 640 of them are all having a workout right now. Shake it out, guys. Grab yourself a drink. A little sip, lick around your lips. Hydrate. Now, we force all of our muscles to work. So we now side bend, we flex. We're going to drop that finger up to the armpit. Each side. Big on range, big on movement. And again, toes forward, yeah? Big toes slightly medially turned in. Second toes parallel. Big drive through. Shoulders back, chest up nice and high. Again, breast pocket up to the ceiling, please. Running the fingers up the side of the body, high elbow raise. And again, we're trying to get as much lateral movement here to the side, yeah? Get through the body here. Now, if this feels easy to you, I guarantee you can go harder and train wider and further, yeah? This should get you out of breath. I train a lot, okay? And already I can feel muscle groups are having to work really hard. Now, push that pelvis further, yeah? Get further out. Get that movement as best as you can. Through here, reach and push. Reach and push. You should feel some uncomfortable nature around the pelvis here. Plus the back, how does your back feel? Well, already you should be starting to feel some major improvements. Yeah, how does it feel in the back right now? Because at the moment we haven't done anything with trunk flex, we've just done extension movement work through our pelvis. But now we're going to start working through our abs. There we go. So from here, circle the arms up wide. Stretch up wide into T position. Bring your hands back down towards the floor, deadlift, and come back up. Let's do it again. Arms stretch up wide and high. Drop out into T. Take your thumbs high, web your fingers. Flex forward, drop down towards deadlift, and come back up again. Now, let's do it again. Here, wide, up. Dropping back into T, through, cross your arms slightly, and notice the hinge of the hips and the reach down to the floor. The curvature of the spine, lovely. Going back up and through. Go again for me. Wide out, drop, flex, and reach. Now, when you get to here, hold down into your deadlift position for me. Big toe, little toe flat to the floor. Okay? And also toes to the heels flat to the floor as well. Slow pull back up again. Let's go again. Swing it up. Bring it back out to T. Thumb up, web fingers. Drop down, crossover, flex. Really good. Now, how does your back feel? because it's working through all the facets of the spine. Now, don't worry, you might get your elbows to the floor, you might get your nostril to the floor. You might be getting to your thighs and going, Rob, I'm tapping out. Good work, you. Yeah, that's what this is about. It's about progress. Yeah, I know that there are people out there that are way more flexible than me. That's cool. That's their body, not mine. Yeah. So if you're getting to here and you're going, that's it, you tap out. Yeah, you hold. That's your development. You pull up, your pelvis comes forward, and you stretch again. Now, tonight's restorative stretch class is at 8:30. Now, you need to join me for that because it's going to really help develop your posture even further. Flex. Draw down, chin down, nose down. Pull back up through standing stretch and release. Okay, from here, we're going to go down to a kneeling position. So if you know you struggle with your knees, grab a cushion, stick it underneath, yeah? Because you're going to put your weight through your kneecap here. Okay, so from here, we need to open up the pelvis. So the right foot steps forward as far as we can. The feet were sitting bones apart. So when we lunge into position, the feet still remain underneath the weight of the body. So they're not coming out wide and laterally everting, so taking the pressure through the knee, they're in plane here. Stride, bring your shoulders back. Now on here, we extend the foot. The knuckles are down to the ground, the pelvis driven forward, the shoulders are back into plane, the chest is high to the ceiling. We take our left hand and we reach up to the ceiling. I've got my right knee forward. So the opposing arm comes up and reaches over. If you've got your left leg forward, it's cool, you're going to reach over with your right. Okay, now try and lean back. And you're going to feel all those muscles we've just worked in flexion are going to now feel the extension, yeah? So we lean back and pull over. Now you should feel a lovely tug through here. So the midpoint of the rectus abdominis, these muscles here, their job is to flex forward. Keep holding this, yeah, keep it there. These are designed to flex you down, to bring your trunk forward. And then the side obliques here are designed to stop you from falling over to the side. So they're now pulling hard, but at the same time, because we've got weight going the opposite way, we've got some lengthening here. Take it back in. Nice. And from here, see if you can stand. Shake it out. If you're struggling to get up from there, you need to practice. Practice, practice. Yeah, your body's got out of condition, or it's out of conditioning, and it's struggling with that. Drive forward left foot this time. Okay, if it was right foot before, you know, that's good. If it was left foot before, obviously do the other one. Yeah? Extend the back leg. Yeah? Knuckles down to the ground. Big stride here. Not a small one. Don't try and protect it. Come long and lean. Yeah? Open up the hip flexor again for me. Nice. Bring your shoulders back, bring your chest up. Knuckles down to the ground. Now I've got my left leg forward, so my right hand goes up. I stretch over the top. I can feel the side of the abdominals working into that oblique, and I can feel the top of my hip flexor. Yeah, so it feels like where the pelvis is here, where that hip bone joins in. Yeah, I can feel that. So now I'm going to take this thumb backwards and lean over to the side and back. Open it up and through. You should feel a lovely extension here. And the reason for doing all of this before we start doing any else, and I know we're like 15 minutes in, but functionally, you've moved your body. Yeah, that's key, that's gold. You can smash out as many crunches as you want to, but if you're not working the muscles elongated and correctly, what was the point of doing 1,000 reps on top of it? Yeah, release it, good, nice. Step up, flex, stand up, shake it out. Grab a drink of water because you're going to need it because you're breathing hard. Now you should feel that all of this is opened up. But the key part of the class is how does the back feel? Yeah? Your abs don't work independently of your back. They work with them. Yeah? Agonist, pull down. Agonist, pull back up here. So agonist, antagonist, muscle pairings of how our body works. Lots of info there. Let's work it. So now if we go back into standing, I'm going to stretch right out wide with the right arm. I'm going to extend the left leg away. Now you might get to here and tap out. That's cool. Try and extend the arm. Try and extend the leg. Try and tilt. So those are your 4 levels. Now wherever you get to, You're just going to flutter here. Now remember, like we did with the lunge retraction, we're trying to pull the arm back and we're trying to hold our balance. Now you can see that I've fallen over. That's what I want you to achieve. Stretch, lean back, and see where you get to a point where you fall over. Don't just hold here and go, I could do this all day, yeah? Because that's not progress, yeah? So stretch, go for it. I guarantee it's going to work. Now, we're opening the cross brace of our body, yeah? So we're opening up through our shoulder, right shoulder, whilst extending the left hip back. So across, we're like, if you take a seat belt, you know, we're leaning into that seat belt, we're pulling that and making it longer, aren't we, yeah? So we're here, we're stretching out. Now flutter here, and see how much movement you can get. Can you get some strength in here? If you're doing this right, guys, you will definitely feel everything through the cross brace of your body and how your abs are working, and how your glutes are working as well. Everything works together. So let's keep working it here. Now, if you're feeling confident with this is like a 3-pound weight. Okay, and trust me, I do a lot of strength training. But this, for me, is enough load to make this a tough workout. Now, if I step my toe forward, and I come back out into the position here, and I get even further, wow, what can I feel here? Yeah? So the lats dorsal, my back is having to work really hard. That teres minor, major group of the back is working in to pull the shoulder back. It's a really good workout here, guys. But my goodness, everything here is having to work. Now, you won't necessarily feel it right now. Change arms, shake it out. Drop the weight for a second. You're not going to need it. You're just going to reach and find that point. Just make sure you're not going to trip on that ball in a second by falling over, yeah? Remember, I want you to fall off, yeah? And you might find on this side, you can go further or less, yeah? You're going to have different ranges. So I'm going to try and get to a point where I fall out of that. Right, that's my range. So my challenge is now to try and get somewhere near it. Challenge your body. This should be making you out of breath. It is me, so I know it's worth it, yeah? All the way through the classes, we try and push ourselves to feel it as well. Now, I need to come back off just slightly, otherwise I'm always going to tilt out that way. Now, wherever your hand is, pull it back, open the cross brace of the body, extend the leg fully away. Oh my goodness, here we go. We're working hard now. Now, if you feel like it, you grab that weight and you bring that back into the program. Again, the outside of your hip working really hard. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to try and range. Now, you use the other arm as well if you want a bit of a counterbalance. Okay, and pulse here, shoulders back. Strong movements. Extend the arm as far as you can through your body. Bring the shoulder blade back. Can you balance? 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Pull it back out. Throw the weight out the way. Circumvent your hips, a bit of a hula hoop here. Feel how much more range you've got through your hip and your pelvis, yeah? Every training session you should do needs to get this moving. Come back counterclockwise, open it up. Pivot, rotate. Good, good. Now you should be able to do this rotation whilst keeping toe to heel flat down to the floor. So if you're finding your ankles are rocking and they're coming off the floor as you're doing this, yeah, you need to do some ankle mobility and stretch work. Yeah, you also need to look at your posture in terms of your foot setup. Good work, shake it out. Grab a drink of water again. Right, we're getting down to the floor. Okay, so we've done about 20 minutes of standing exercises there. Now, all of those, if you found them tough, brilliant. Okay, so stretch out, lay on the floor on your back. If you found it tough, you need to practice. If you found it easy, you need to elongate. Still find it easy, you increase the weight, you increase the dynamism of it. From here, hands down by your side, feet flat to the floor, feet sitting bones apart, toes facing away from you, toes to the ground to forward. Drive up into back bridge here, strong through the back. Nice deep breaths in and out. Head back to the floor, shoulders retracted back into position, fingers webbed out nice and wide. Love it. Drop the hips back down to the floor, extend both legs, walk them back in again, push up, drive into bridge again. Now, you know the dexterity in your body. If this is enough, this is enough. If it's not enough, you're going to join me up onto the balls of your feet. And if you can, you're going to join me up onto the dexterity of your toes. Now, do this in barefoot. It's a much better workout. And you're going to feel what happens in the extremities of your body. The extremity being your toes, yeah? So, we push the heels out slightly. We've got the power and the drive through our tiptoes, pushing up through here. If you're still on the balls of your feet, I'm loving what you're doing. If your heels down, I'm loving what you're doing as well. Drop down, pelvis extend, drop, stretch overhead, point your toes away. Good work. Now, again, if you're starting to find that's too easy, that's when you bring in our little friendly kettlebell. Okay, we walk up into whatever position you choose. Okay, so you could be back bridge extended here, all of your foot onto your toes. Whatever the weight is you've got, you can extend it over chest height. This is a 12 kilo kettlebell. Okay, we've got the extension here. Big extension through the front of the abs, and your back working hard to control and keep it strong. We lower the back down to the floor again. We extend, put the weight down to the chest, we wiggle the hips, we come back up into it. Push, drive, power through, extend up. And you should be finding this, if you're up on the balls of your feet or on your tiptoes, yeah, you are going to feel it quite tight in the back of the hamstring, stroke the front of your shins perhaps. Okay, and if that's the case, you need to work on some hamstring flexibility and pelvis alignment work. So get working on that. Restorative stretch is at 8:30, and we'll be working on some of that movement. Okay, keep the heels off the floor, keep it in that extension if you can. Push, drive. Slowly lower back down. Drop the chest, the weight to the chest, lower the back into the floor. Wiggle the feet, wiggle the toes. We walk back in again, back bridge. We're going to pause here, come back down, lower back into the floor. Extend the left leg, and then raise it over the top of the right thigh. Now, leave the weight up for a second. Just push up into a bridge. Make sure you can do it. What I want you to do is push the knee out as far to the side as you can so that the shin is parallel to the ceiling or the floor. Your arms are out to the side, the pelvis driven in. Again, you can hear if you're feeling confident, you raise up onto the ball of the foot, and your calf is going to fully engage. If you're feeling really confident in it, you're then coming up onto tiptoe, pushing up through bridge and holding. So we've got a load of stabilizers going on here, but the core is working incredibly hard. A lot of people, some people don't like the word core, some people do. The idea is you're thinking about the middle section of an apple and how strong the fibers are around the pips of that. And that's what I want you to think about. How strong are the fibers around your pips, yeah? Around your vital organs. Yeah, keep that knee out to the side. From there, flex back down. Extend both legs, lower your back, yeah? If you're starting to find that's too much in your back, come back into your standard bridge, both feet flat to the floor. Now we're going to come back in, we're going to push the right foot over the left thigh, we're going to push up again, the right knee flex up to the side, the pelvis drives it forward. Again, check that your feet were already feeling the sitting bones apart and the toe facing away from you. From here, you should be able to again get up onto the ball of that foot or the tiptoe, we drop the knee out wide to the side and hold at that plane. Strong through the body, hold it in. From here, if you're feeling confident with it, up goes the weight and stabilize and hold. We've got an isometric through it, which is forcing the shoulders and the chest to work a little bit harder, meaning that you should now be able to push your pelvis a little bit higher and your abdominals contract slightly further. Feel what happens in the standing foot so the heel is in plane towards your glute and you're strong through the back. Yeah, lovely hold position. Isometric training, i.e. you're not making a move here, you're holding, is tough work. The heel drops back down, foot comes back to the floor, chest engaged with the weight, extend yourself out. Nice. From here, take your left knee up, your right leg straight. Place your left foot over the right thigh, and turn your hip over to the side. Now, you might find that's just engaged your groin. If it has, pick up the leg and bring it across slightly further. So your right hand is on the outside of the left thigh, the left knee coming down towards the floor. Extend the left leg out and point your toe away. Try and get your left shoulder now back down to the floor, and then relax and bring it back up. Just going to swap sides. You stay where you are, you're just going to change the leg. So from here, right leg coming up, the knee flexes, the right shoulder stays back to the floor, the left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh. The shoulders back into position, the right leg extends and far away, and you drive that leg out straight. The ankle dorsiflexes, the shoulder comes back to the floor, the extension through the body. Knee flex back into position, roll back onto your back, extend again. Nice. From there, coming back into your back bridge position, extend up through, shift where you've got more range and more movement. From here, we can back up into tiptoe if you can, or the ball of the foot, we push the heels out, stretch both arms up, we lower the left arm, bring it back up again, lower the right arm, back up again. At this point, you might want to, well, hey, drop the ball away, grab yourself a weight, into both hands. Okay, so we're up on the ball of the foot. The left arm drops down to the side, control it, bring it back up to extension. The right arm drops down to the side, bring it back up to extension. Now, tummy up as far as you can, the back strong through here into position, the arms folding down. Now, there's no impact to any of the exercises we've done. Keep it safe, relevant, effective for you, all the way through the training. Now, you'll probably find there's a big change in what's happening to your pelvis, your feet, and your ankle movement. That's a really good sign. That's an improvement in your body. It's called progress. Nice. From here, we drop the hips down to the floor. And from here, we're going to set ourselves up. We have our feet either down to the floor or toes raised up to the ceiling. Okay, so from here, we're going to go leaning back just slightly and then coming back up again. Now, take your chin back and jaw back. See how far you can allow yourself to extend back towards the floor and then coming back up strong. Now, get some breathing on here. So, breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way down. Now, your movement might be literally this, yeah? You're going up to feel my abs. You need to lean back as far as you can to feel them. Now, you might need to kick your legs and your feet underneath a bed or a sofa or something, but that's cool. Or you might need to get a teammate to just hold them for you. 10 to go here. We're trying to keep that lower back off the floor, shoulders back, chin up, chest up. And because we've stabilized and then mobilized all the way through the joints of our body, your abdominals are having an incredible workout right now. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Throw the balls away. And that is abdominal conditioning. Well done. Feet forwards, flex down, chin down, jaw down, nose down. Fold your arms, fold your elbows to the floor. Lovely extension through the back of the legs. So apologies for the tinny music and the sound. And we'll work it up. We've got cameras and stuff in now. We'll see if we can improve that over time. Left hand between the shoulder blades, elbow nice and high. Shake and swap. Really good. Nice. Circumvent the hips clockwise, counterclockwise, and buck it through. Well done. Interlock your fingers, roll them out. We tend to forget our fingers. Roll back the opposite way. Good stuff. Very good workout. Nice. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Well done, guys. Very good. Okay, grab yourself a drink of water. Well trained today. That was brilliant. Okay, I'm back tonight, 8:30, Restorative Stretch. I'll see you then. Good stuff. Well done. Thanks so much for joining.